Hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of the League of Amazing Adventurers here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. Say hello, my friends.
Hello, my
friends.
Yeah. So tonight, League of Amazing Adventurers, but before we get into the game, a few announcements and introductions. Number one, announcements. Programming schedule on the show. It's the holiday season. And things are crazy. So, reminder, we are off until January 6th on Friday for the Friday show. And we will be returning on January 6th with a Spelljammer campaign. And I have recently become reinvigorated on it creatively. To the point where I've learned new skills in Photoshop. And I will be using them.
I'm so proud.
Not good at Photoshop, Matthew. Not good at all. And then, on Saturday, this Saturday, the 17th, we're playing a game of, we're starting a game of Civilization.
We will not finish it.
Matt, Will, Chad, and Crystal Calf, a.k.a. Zoe's partner, from the Monday show. Then,
Should be
on
interesting.
Sunday, we continue the Pokemon Nuzlocke. Then, on Monday, Strength of Thousands AP. Will we get another shiny in the Pokemon Nuzlocke this week? We've gotten one every week. Let's see if I can keep it up. Then on Monday, Strength of Thousands AP. Matt GMs that one. McKenna plays a witch in that one. And I play a frog cultist. A Froctus. No, it doesn't work.
No.
Then, of course, that Wednesday the 21st, we have our Christmas special here on the channel. That'll be run by Matt. Matt, what's the name of the Christmas special this year?
Eyes in the Dark.
Eyes in the Dark. Spooky.
Yes. On this this gentle cruise on the river on the first of its kind, magnificent galleon, there are more than just secrets hiding beneath the waves.
Ooh, woo. So that is going to be that. Then on the 24th, we're not doing anything. 25th, we're not doing anything. And 26th, we're probably not doing anything. But we'll be back on the 28th to our regular scheduled programming here on the League of Amazing Adventurers. Then, yeah, sometime in the new year, we'll probably be starting the Western.
Maybe.
Who knows? If McKenna has her way, we will be doing this forever.
I would die for Nimbus Evangeline Amalthea St. Altair.
Hopefully it's not the other way around.
If you die in the game, you die in real life.
Didn't we start talking about the Western this time last year?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
That's called
Get
foreshadowing.
ready for the Western, guys.
Yeah, get ready for the Western, guys.
We've just been edging Chad about this Western game for like a full 12 months.
And then there's me who just pulls out like the book that I have written on it.
I'm very excited about it. I have a playlist for my character.
I'm
gonna
excited for
love
it too. I put a playlist in our Discord, not our community Discord, but our staff Discord. Like literally last time I was down in, not the last time, the time before that, when I was staying with you and Cooper, I made a Western playlist and put it in our community, in our Discord. So it's that old. I'll try to find a link to it again and I'll put that back in there. But I have a playlist for that one. And that one, we're going to the west, to the new continent. We're starting off there and it's going to be a good time. A number of years will have passed. We'll get a little more into that towards the end of the campaign. And yeah, that's that. And then yeah, also in the new year we have the Spelljammer game starting up. I'm also kind of excited for that one now. It's going to be fun. It's going to be space. They're going to have a Spelljammer. McKenna's playing a slime person. Matt's playing a cat centaur.
Though not in the way you think. It's not like a normal human with a cat lower body.
It's just two cats stuck together.
Yes. Also, probably not what you're thinking there either. But
some sort of cat.
Not like
Ouroboros.
cat dog, but like a two torsos kind of
Be
way.
a cat dog now, man?
No.
No.
Oh.
I don't know what I'm imagining anymore.
Oh right, Abby didn't have regular television growing up. I will send you pictures of cat dog.
I never watched Cat Dog.
How does it poop?
But that's all of our announcements now. Introductions. Starting off with the person who inevitably posted a TikTok right before this, the person responsible for the artwork here on the channel, and just a very good person in general, and people should give them more attention online. McKenna, playing Nimbus.
Hi. I like attention, that's true. I'm playing Nimbus Evangelina Malthea Saint Altair, and her familiar Merle. And yeah, I'm McKenna Rayard on all the socials, so check it out if you're in the mood for some TikToks.
Yeah, they're very good TikToks. They're very funny.
They're very short, so it's not a huge time investment.
They're very good time. They're fun to watch. Speaking of fun to watch, the person who we watch a fair amount on Wednesday nights as they snuggle a dog right now, we have Abby playing Cassandra / Corellia / the walking talking MWMD.
Hey, it's me, ya boy, and little Skrunkle who needs a grooming real bad.
WMD?
Well, MWMD, a magical weapon of mass destruction.
Oh boy.
You have to make.
I'm concerned you had that at hand so easily.
You have to make the distinction between regular weapons of mass destruction in this world and magical weapons of mass destruction. They're two very distinct avenues that you can take. But speaking of distinct avenues, the person who you would want to give a hug if you saw them walking down the street, but please ask them first. We have Cooper playing Lynx.
Howdy.
Hell yeah.
And last but not least, the person responsible for the tabletop RPG overlays here on the channel, and my sanity, Matt playing Garl.
Hello everyone, and I just realized, is Lynx the only member of the party with a job?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh god, we're all just bums.
I mean, I'm building a house. I don't know about...
Where are you getting the money for that?
I mean...
Who's paying your bills? Your girlfriends?
Yes.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem fair.
Well, actually, to be fair, Nimbus's father.
Yeah. He kind of owes me.
Daddy,
That's not a whole lot better.
Nimbus's
He
father.
kind of owes me.
Nimbus's father, who's a career politician, is doing it. So draw any equivalents to Nim that you want with that.
Daddy's money.
Nim is
Mayor Dewey.
Nim is the Elwoods of this.
Wait a
world.
minute. Why is that familiar? Mayor Dewey.
Steven Universe.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Mayor
Is
Dewey.
Steven Universe?
I've not
a
thought
deep
about that
cut
in a
now?
long time.
Yeah.
Is Steven Universe a deep cut now?
I think Mayor Dewey from Steven Universe is a deep cut.
Mayor Dewey.
God, it's keep happening. He was a tertiary character at best.
Mm-hmm.
Mayor Dewey.
It's
sorry, I
more
woke you
concerning every time.
Oh god, I lost my train of thought has been thoroughly derailed.
You know what might help with who might be able to find your train of thought?
The
Jesus.
Okay,
The
that's not
professor?
who I was expecting you to say. I thought it was Mayor Dewey again.
All right.
Mayor Dewey.
He's driving the train of thought.
Oh, no wonder it's been derailed. Anyway, we are going to roll the intro, and then we'll get into a last time on the League of Amazing Adventurers. Bum 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 bum. Last time on the League of Amazing Adventurers, our party continued their time during the sort of downtime time skip of the 3 years that we have. A number of things were accomplished. Key ones being Lynx's prize student was kidnapped. Nim and Malachor had a discussion. And Garl learnt the meaning of friendship.
Did I?
I think so. But, in all seriousness, we pick up right where we left off, as our party has returned to Port Peridot, where Nim had just met with Malachor. And upon exiting the bar, you did see Lavinia, the woman from Celadar who had a almost obsessive attachment to Malachor. Floating just above the city as people were all about milling about. And as she was floating there, she looked down at Malachor and said, "It is time to return to my side, Malachor." And as she does so, you see 2 more mouths open on her throat. And those start to produce a song that cause all the townsfolk in the square to be worked up into a proper tizzy, almost enthralled by her. But she then looks down and says, "But first, let us deal with a problem while I'm here." And I'm going to move
Certainly
you all to
try.
the map. Oh, you're on the map already.
I was wondering, like, this is not what I was picturing.
The thing is, because of your actions in like the last campaign, Port Peridot and Mallets in general has been seeing like a lot of construction. Like, there's
We are
lot
a
of
plus
stuff.
for the tourist industry.
You did really well for them. Just a reminder, we have some enthralled townsfolk, e.g. these are civilians.
Wonderful,
Do with
wonderful.
that information
Casualties.
what you
No!
will.
Remember those goblins?
Cassandra, no AoEs! Cassandra!
Causality.
Oh, they don't have the right.
They are casualties to the
Oh,
causality.
it didn't save the token. Oh well. No
Wouldn't
wonder.
save your face.
And Lavinia. Initiatize the. Ooh, she got a 38. I'm proud of her. So Garl, can I get your initiative?
Roger Dodger. I just
Roger, Roger.
And
Close my
Malachor is
character
currently
sheet.
holding Sophia off of him, as it appears as though
Pulling
she's
for
also
his throat
fallen.
as last we met.
Huzzah!
45. Perfect. Let us descend. And we start off with you, Nimbus. Lavinia is... Sorry. Yeah, Lavinia is 40 feet in the air.
We certainly do. Let's see. I am how many feet away? I don't think I can immediately help Malachor.
It seems like
just a
Malachor has it under control for now. Like it... Yeah.
All right. Well, then the first thing I do is just fly up 40 feet
Okay.
so that I'm sort of on Lavinia's level. And then forward, we'll say maybe 10.
Okay. Well, move yourself up.
So I guess I'll be up 30 feet and across 10 because that's 40. So that I can hit her with Spirit Blast.
Do you draw the energy from the crowd below you?
No. That's not what Spirit Blast
I know,
does.
I'm making a Dragon Ball joke. I apologize.
Ah.
Saving throw, Fortitude, DC of 45. Natural 20.
Oh. Bitch.
I'm just going to...
Well,
This is the... Dab.
that's
First roll
what?
of the night, natural 20.
First roll for you.
This bodes well.
Yep, that's my turn.
Granted, look what she got. Look what then how close natural 20 was to failure still.
I
Garl.
know. I know.
So here's an odd question, Will.
That's odd.
Conceivably, what would I need to do, and if it is possible, because our target, this crazy looking lady in the middle there, is still next to Malachor, right?
No, Malachor is way up here in the north,
Mm-mm.
and I'm a robot.
Oh. Sorry, I was thinking last week they were standing like right behind him or something and menacing him.
Malachor's over there.
All right, well,
I even put Malachor on the map.
I was too far zoomed in. I am going to spend 2 actions to cast haste on myself.
All right.
And I have that new thing, right, where I haste. I can use the
Immediately
hasted thing
action.
right away.
Yep,
So I have 2 actions left.
you do.
I'm a sudden charge them then.
Okay, you sudden charging up into the air.
Yeah, I got some wings,
Perfect. That's fine.
so I'm gonna hit them with an attack.
All right.
Well, I'm not raging, so it'll just be. Let's see.
That'll crit.
Ooh. So that will be. The good rolls too. That'll be 88 points of just force damage because I'm not raging,
All right. They will take 88.
and I'm up in the air
You are up in the air.
and hasted. I'm gonna put a little marker on myself.
Cassandra, it's your turn.
I'll move there first because I ain't fuxing with no cones of nothing. And then I'm going to. I feel like she has a low willpower, just because she's a cult member.
She's
So I'm gonna
Callowin.
try and Canticle of Everlasting Grief her.
All right. Will DC 45 fail?
Woo!
Ooh, that's actually really good because a lot of her stuff that would benefit her is circumstance bonus, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
Are they?
No, we're good. Anyway, continuing. So roll your 10d6 mental damage.
Woohoo! D6.
So that'll be,
Did it roll twice or did it
Yeah,
only roll once? I
it rolled
can't see.
twice. So that'll be 44. Not bad.
Nice.
All right, is that your turn?
Yup.
All right. She is going to sing with her a third mouth another note that's going to create a discordant chord. And I need everyone within 100 feet to make me a DC 40 fort save.
Yup. DC 44 save.
Success. Success. Success.
I don't know if
Crit success.
Oh, maybe.
Goodness gracious.
Failure, but not a crit failure.
I'll take it.
So you are stunned, one, and flat-footed.
Woohoo.
And then with her last action, her hair is going to stab into Garl.
Ew.
A 42 to stab you with some living hair.
Oh, so she's
Oh,
a
I
witch.
don't like the
Interesting.
phrase living hair. That's just.
I too have seen Inuyasha.
Hmm.
Speaking of deep cuts,
Yeah, does a 42 hit you with the speaking of deep cuts?
actually, no, a 42 does not.
All right.
Somehow the hair does not get past Garl's armor,
Fair enough.
which is a phrase I didn't think I'd be saying today.
This group is going to come over here and swarm you, Cassandra.
What?
And then they are going to spend their last 2 actions to get ya. Can you make me a DC 36 reflex save?
Yes, I can.
Success. Okay, so you're only going to take 11 piercing damage, and you are not restrained.
Yay.
Lynx, it is your turn.
Sure is. Maybe I should have thought this through a little bit more. Actually, wait, how far? In terms of the splash damage on my bombs, because she's midair,
Yeah.
how will that work?
So it would only get the people directly around her, so it would not hit the civilians if you hit her.
Okay,
If that's what you're
then
asking.
then that is what we're gonna do.
It's not like it rains
Oh.
down.
You'd think it would, but
Um,
But
If
the DM
I-
is merciful.
In terms of the terrain, if I
Yeah.
move here, do I have a good shot at her, or
Yes.
is she cover?
she's
Okay,
just up in the air.
perfect. Okay, that gets me in what I think is my range. It's been a while since I've taken a look at any of this.
That's all good.
We're gonna start off strong with an Alky Fire.
Ooh, an Alky Fire. That will hit.
Docky Peppy, but an Alky Fire.
Can I get a fort save?
She can certainly try.
That is a critical failure.
Snaps.
Not that it really does anything extra. But I would like to make her flat-footed now.
Okay, she is now
Yay!
flat-footed.
oh, I mean, it makes it
Um,
easier to crit for me.
This is -5. 47.
Hits does not crit.
Let me see.
40, so that'll be 47 in total so far.
Yeah, let's go with this. Okay, wow.
Hot damn.
That'll crit
I'll take it.
for another
Nice.
36 damage.
Nice.
I would say, Cooper, you're on fire tonight, but decidedly
I'm
you are
on
putting-
fire!
You are decidedly putting people on fire tonight.
This coop is on fire.
This coop is on fire. Oh, no.
I am, though, growing concerned at how much health this enemy has because we're hitting very consistently, which is a little unusual for us.
Next up is the guards. Run, 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 run. Hi, Lynx. They only have one
Hello.
action right now for the civilians to beat on you. Can you make me a DC 36 basic
Get 'em.
reflex save? Get him!
Get him.
Just imagine like
Get
a
'em.
group of like.
Get him!
Just imagine a group of townspeople just like dogpiling on Lynx.
Did you say 36?
Yeah.
That is a crit success because I am who I am as a person.
Then you take
Mhm.
no damage because Lynx is such a fucking awesome person.
True.
All right, Nimbus, Evangeline, Amalthea, Saint Altair. It's your turn.
We're so close.
I try.
Proud of you. Second verse, same as the first. And I think I'll heighten it to 7th, just
Oh,
for
Jesus.
funsies.
You're really going after her.
I don't like her. So we're gonna add 2 more d6 to that.
'Kay.
Just for funsies. So that'll be 60 total.
Okay.
Queen.
Oh good, that's a critical failure. Take 120 damage.
She's still standing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I have a single action that I can do. I guess you know what I'll do.
Flip her off.
I did just yeah, I could. I just hit her with Spirit Blast.
Yes.
Did she take the damage or is something possessing her?
She took the damage.
Great. I would like to make a religion check to see how she is getting her gifts.
Okay, that'll be a DC 25 plus 18, 35, 36. DC 43.
Ooh!
Ooh. Not today.
Would you like to use your hero point?
Desna's on vacation.
Desna's on vacation.
Yeah, actually I do.
I mean, she deserves it.
True. She works very hard.
38.
Ooh.
You know, witches are
Not
weird.
today.
This might be something to ask Elisandra about, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I don't even know that I would know that she's a witch. I know that out of character. I don't
Yeah.
think Nimbus would necessarily know that.
But like,
Not with
this
that
might-
roll.
This might be something to ask Elisandra about.
Have we seen a
Oh,
witch
also-
before in this
Oh, thank you,
campaign?
Swishy.
No, you haven't. Yes, you have.
That's what I
Elisandra.
thought, yeah.
Technically,
I
Elisandra was
guess.
for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do though, McKenna, because you did figure out when I used the hair attack that she was a witch. I am giving you a hero point for that
Aw.
because I had that in the notes.
Slay.
Like, if anyone figures out this is a witch thing, good on them.
So did Squishy
Slay.
in chat.
That's true.
Squishy,
Yeah.
you get a hero point next time I GM.
Give Carrie a hero point.
Yeah, next time I GM for Carrie, she gets a hero point.
Put that one in the bank.
Yep. But is that your turn, Nim?
Mm-hmm.
Carl.
All right, Garl is going to spend an action to rage. Rona of lightning comes from the crystals. I want to spend a second action to attempt, I believe it is a athletics check. I'm going to take my let go of one hand off my katana and try and grab them by the throat.
Okay.
Just grapple check.
Roll it.
43.
Crit success.
That's kind of worrying. I rolled a 5. And then I'm just going to one-handed rage stab them in the gut
All right. Roll the hit.
twice because I am hasted. 44.
That'll hit, and as you stab them in the gut, they go limp.
Ooh.
I'm just floating there in midair with my weird magical wings, holding them by the throat with my sword in their gut. Is that it?
All the townspeople that were dogpiling Lynx and Cassandra begin to stop doing so. They get up. They all become incredibly apologetic. It's like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over us. We're so sorry. Da da da. And they begin profusely apologizing to you all.
Oh, it happens to the best of us. It's all right.
You know what would be a real apology? Drinks at the tavern.
Yes. All right. And in addition to that, because you didn't kill any civilians, they're going to give you some gifts.
Presents?
Yes. For Lynx, some major alchemist goggles.
Hello.
Now picturing dog like just
They
tubes.
give you a
It
plus
says
3
tubes.
bonus to attack rolls with alchemical bombs.
I love that these civilians are carrying around items fit for level 20 characters.
I mean, to be fair,
Here,
the
take this
Magiscard-
item worth 17,000 gold.
well, 15.
I found it under the couch.
They found them in the Magiscard wastes.
I believe that.
Oh dear.
Like these people are all scavengers.
It originally had 2 scorpions in it. Now there is only 1.
They also give you the party a group. I just handed the alchemist goggles to Lynx because, yeah.
It
They
tracks.
also give the party a pair of boots of speed.
Mm.
As well as a demon mask. The greater demon mask.
Oh, I can totally go full bleach here. Just, the mask.
How
Do I have to
hollow
input
is
this
Garl?
manually?
Hmm?
I think I do have to input this manually.
Yes, you will. Sorry, Cooper.
It's okay. I was hoping it would be as easy as the apparatus.
Also, I apologize to you, Cooper, as well, that I had not given you the lower versions of these because I did not know they existed until about a week ago. And these are
I knew they existed.
These are in the core rulebook. And
Yeah.
this is why for the 5e game, I just asked everyone to send me a list of magical items they'll want for their character.
I
Valid.
respectfully
I'm going to do that for the Western too.
didn't even think to ask you.
Fair play. But yeah,
We're all learning.
y'all get that.
108 episodes later, we're all learning.
We're all learning.
It's
But
true.
y'all get that little bit of loot from the townsfolk. Many of them come up and apologize, and a number of them start getting ready to go into the bar. Malachor is just kind of dusting themselves off And Sophia's just kind of sitting on the ground, like, the fuck?
Are you both
I'm-
okay?
I'm still floating up in the air, hand on the corpse's throat, I guess. Like, what am I doing with this?
Carl, drop it. Drop it.
But okay, whomp.
You did fantastic.
Garl, as the corpse is falling to the ground, it is swarmed by moths.
Gross.
Mothman!
It's
Can I
made
make
of.
one more
It's
religion
made of the
check to see
shirts
what
in
the
my
fuck-
closet.
Sure.
What the moths are about? What are
Oh, God.
those moths about?
Well, if I hear someone talking about how they're the blade of
45.
Mikola, I am leaving.
Well, moths are often drawn to sources of light. So, you know, they could be like the holy animal of the Lord of Light. And then as the moth swarm dissipates, just like a skeleton
It's just
falls
thinking
to
the
the
same
ground.
thing. Dayman.
The what?
As the moth swarm dissipates, a skeleton just falls to the ground.
Gotcha.
Ah, so only the meat was made of moths.
Biter
Meat
of the
moths.
This is why
nightmare.
mothballs are important.
Sophie,
champion
are
of
you
the sun.
alright?
I went feral a bit there, didn't I, Mal? Sorry. Oh, what the hell was that?
That a frequent thing for you?
No.
Okay. Because I believe it was a result of one of the Lord of Light's followers coming and causing some chaos.
Okay,
So
I legitimately feel sick. Mal, I'm going to go take a moment. You hang out with your sister. And
Perception check to suss out if they're lying.
yeah, if you want.
32, I see nothing.
Well-
I'm still floating in the air.
if they're lying, then they need to make a deception check.
They are not
Okay,
lying.
so-
They legitimately feel ill after what they just did. Like they're having a
Yeah.
physical reaction to being controlled by magic, and they are taking a moment to calm themselves down.
Yeah. Oh, poor dear. Are you alright, Malachor?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Just
What
making
the
sure
hell
it's
was
not every
she-
day you get attacked by your partner in adventuring.
Yeah, I'm all worried about what the hell happened to her.
Did you know them that well?
I mean, yes, mother and father had me socialize with her quite a bit while we were still in Treladar.
Do you remember the last time we saw her? Or I guess I wasn't there for that. But do you remember the last time you saw her in Treladar?
Yeah, she was doing some weird Lord of Light cult shit.
There you go.
Well, yeah.
But just because she joined a cult doesn't necessarily make her a bad. She was one of the few people who was close to me who was not mother or father, so
Oh.
that's strange. Anyway,
Oh, Malachor, I'm so sorry.
anyway, moving right along. He just gives you a hug, and him.
Nim gives him an extra long hug. She didn't realize they were that close.
Yes, in my memories, we were childhood friends.
Oh.
Went to the same schools.
Malachor,
Went to Treladarian festivals together. Knowing that they were purely created, there's still that sort of disconnect. But
Malachor, you've been excavating the area a bit, right?
yes,
Have you noticed any beacons in the area?
Not particularly. No, I haven't seen anything that, like, standing on a pile of gems producing a light beam into the sky.
Oh, speaking of gems, we have this for you. Cassandra opened the jewelry box.
Oh,
And I give him the I believe it was like a necklace of life or something.
Yeah.
It gives him a health boost, which Nimbus is very invested in making sure he's
No, I got
has
that.
a healthy
I got
time.
that for you, Nim.
No. I'm fine. I'm fine. You're the one who's out and adventuring and facing all sorts of danger.
Fair enough. I feel a bit strange taking a gift back that I gave to you, but if you think it's for the best.
I do. And besides, I thought that you were just giving it to me to help you open, not to... We kept the box.
Oh, good.
But please, I would so much rather you be safe out here in the wastes.
Yeah, of course.
Consider it a family heirloom of sorts.
She's not wrong. But we did come out here to look for some sort of... they have been called a beacon, but they are some sort of, relic of the Lord of Light. There's one out here, one in the middle of the ocean.
There's the old Lord of Light church in the city.
His old what?
There is the church that they built for him.
Oh, we should
I
probably
wonder if they
look
built it
there.
around. Yeah.
I've always wanted to tear down a building with my bare hands, since that one building that somehow dodged attacks.
It was a,
That was
like
weird, right?
It
That was
like
weird.
a living
That was
Mercury
weird.
building. It's fine.
It was still weird.
It was a weird.
I remember I
building.
couldn't hit the side of that building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kept making cornholes.
Take me to church.
Thank you for segueing away from the cornholes.
Well, cornhole's a game where you throw beanbags onto a
I
board.
wish
with
I had a
hole.
drink right now.
That's fine. Well, it's
Where
we're
does
good.
corn even come into
That's
that?
nice, sweetie.
I don't know. It's an American thing. I thought you would all.
I still don't know
put
where
this
corn
on
comes
us.
into that.
Don't put this on us.
Cornhole's an American thing.
They used to throw corn through it, do you think? Like corn husks? Instead
So
of
we're going to
beanbags?
church.
Take me to church.
It's corn.
We will...
I love it.
It's more corn.
Oh, okay.
It
I
has
apologize.
juice.
It
It was
has
invented in
juice.
Germany in the 14th century.
Now,
Yeah,
see,
don't
that
put this
actually
on
sounds
us.
right.
Yeah. Anyway. You all head towards the Lord of Lights church. And inside the church, sitting basically on the altar at the back, is like a now glowing crystal that's just sitting there glowing and kind of pulsating with light. The last time you were all here, it was kind of dull, but now it appears as though it is glowing and pulsating.
I don't know if we even saw it the last time we were here.
Well, I guess you didn't get into the church last time, but yeah, it's
No,
there.
we didn't get into
No.
the church last time.
Because Ray decided to fight the priest.
I mean,
I mean, I don't
Fail.
blame her.
if you punch
deserved
a
it.
priest,
Wait, that guy's still running around, isn't he? He showed up at the party, and then
Eh.
He sure is.
yeah, he is.
oh, we may still get the chance to introduce him to the
halls.
ground.
Matt just decided what Garl wanted to do during the time skip.
I want to go
We're going
beat up the
hunting.
clergy.
I have a particular set of skills.
Well, do we remember? Was it out of game? Did we figure out how to deal with the beacons? What we're supposed to do with them?
No, you hadn't figured out what to do with them. You just know they're there.
Oh. Well, I suppose it's time to start some research. Cassandra.
Don't mind if I do. Hops into my library to look for books on how to destroy beacons.
Like many magical items, there are many ways to destroy them. Most magical items, if they're artifact level, have a specific way to destroy them. But most other magical items can be broken through very mundane means.
Carl, you want to punch it?
I do.
I have a question, actually.
Yeah,
Valid, fair.
Is Axleon still just like chilling in the library?
yeah,
Is he cool with that?
yeah.
Okay, he doesn't want to come out and see the world.
No, the world's a very dangerous and scary place.
He's not wrong.
Oh, Axleon.
They've been really enjoying reading this book series about a young lad who gets trapped in a board game.
Uh-huh.
Jumanji? Are you making a Jumanji reference?
If you die in the board game, you die in real life.
There you go. Cooper got it.
That's worse.
It sure
It
is.
sure is. But he's been getting really into that.
I really
and-
like Jumanji.
I just imagine Cassandra popping in and out. Hi, Axie. Hi, bye,
Hi,
Axie.
Cassandra. Oh, the
What do you eat?
The archivist. I mean, knowledge provides me nourishment.
That seems like cheating.
Axleon, I really do think you might benefit from, I don't know, maybe going out to a cafe and reading a book there. The world's a little
Imagine
bit dangerous,
Axleon,
but
like,
it's not that
under a blanket.
dangerous.
Yeah.
He's like,
Specifically, he's under a kotatsu. So just like this, like heated
Jealous.
table. He's just like,
Oh God.
yeah, I wouldn't leave either.
this is very comfortable.
I know, but there's quite a bit of world out there to explore if
A-
you'd like
and
a bodyguard.
It's no longer my world.
Oh, well that's not fair.
It's not. It's decidedly not. It's been hundreds of thousands of years. Well, hundreds of years, but you know.
I think it is your world, should you want it to be. And I would be happy to give you a tour when you're ready.
I mean, maybe. I have many more books to read, though. You must understand. I was very much a magical researcher, so having the entirety of knowledge of past, present, and possibly future at my disposal, I've been reading a lot in here.
Yes, but
Weird question. That
answer.
ritual that I'm supposed to do to figure out how to like kill a god
Yeah.
by going back in time, is that like us actually going back in time, or is that like going to see back in time? Because we could take him with us and he could go back to his time if he wanted.
Hypothetically, if you were to do that, you would probably be arriving just before the magical disaster that created the Magiscard wastes. I would like to not be there for that.
yeah.
That's valid. We could drop you off somewhere else.
I'm very happy with sitting in the library, Cassandra. You, above all people, should know that.
All right.
Well.
all right. I don't mean to insult your interests. I just think that if you've enjoyed learning so much, perhaps you could talk to Lynx about teaching.
That may be something I do in the future, perhaps?
Maybe. But for now we are looking for information about a beacon regarding the Lord of Light.
Beacons. All right. If you'd like, just give me a moment. And they basically they raise their hand at a bookshelf, pops out of the ground, and this is like this is a feature that Cassandra would know about, but I don't think Nim's seen it yet. Where you can essentially take like you can have a bookshelf appear, and they can like move their hand, and it'll basically scroll through all the books in the library.
Oh my. That is impressive.
Beacon. Another hand touches the beacon. No. Beacon.
A new hand touches the beacon.
Beacon.
I haven't even played Skyrim, but I know about that.
They start pulling out books. They open up like 3 of them and say, well, it appears as though most of these beacons, if their power is originating from a source, specifically a divine source, they flips a page, are often not magical artifacts, but are just potent magical items. So they could be destroyed by arcane and normal means most of the time.
Alright, so just smash it?
I think just smashing the crystal would work, yes.
Oh, Carl's going to be very happy about this.
I said I have a very specific set of skills. Would have taken me hours to beat all the civilians, but one thing, I can smash one thing.
Alright, well let her know, and Axleon, let me know if,
Yes.
You want a short jaunt outside?
I will let you know. I am currently reading some very interesting books on translocation and magical theory. But
Well,
That is
someone else.
interesting.
Someone-
Oh, speaking of translocation, I don't know how to approach this delicately with you, but I remember how deeply affected you were looking at a map of what was left of the Opal Empire, and I thought you might be interested to know. There is someone looking into regrowing those islands, unearthing them.
interesting.
My mother, actually. I just thought
Well, if
you'd be
she's
happy to
anything
know.
like you, she's probably a lovely person, Nimbus.
You know, it's complicated. But I trust her abilities in this matter. And I think you two may get along.
If she had any notes, I would love to see them.
I'll let her know. And I head out.
Well, that's a ship I didn't think would sail. Anyway.
No. No. She's still technically a married woman.
On second thought, Nimbus, I'd very much like to meet your mother.
Garl's head pops in
God
now.
damn
Hold on a
it!
second.
I had to, I'm sorry.
Trying to fuck my
Said,
mom.
On
Girl
my way
says,
to
"Get in
fuck your
line."
mom.
Cassandra and I have plans for the weekend.
You're
With the
about to have a
mom.
whole new plan.
Mm.
Anyway. But yeah. That's a little Axleon for you.
Yeah.
Fun fact
Oh,
about
Carl.
Axleon now. They've become like a little bit unshaven.
Oh.
But their facial hair is weird because they just haven't been able
It's
to like
coming
really
in
grow
patchy.
shapeable hair. It's coming in patchy, but there's like a patch like right here and a patch like right here, so it's like the little
Yeah.
axolotl spikes but made out of facial hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
What an image.
I just work here.
I mean, I've never seen an elf with any kind of facial hair, so I imagine he's having a hard time growing it in.
Imagine an elf with like a walrus mustache.
It's the math ain't mathin' for me.
It's like a glitch in the Matrix.
I will make Tuskar elves a thing now. Anyway.
But Carl, I have good news for you. You can smash it. You can just take your sword and smash the thing that's glowing.
Well, all right.
I don't think it'll hurt.
Would you like to smash?
Will
Will you smash or will you pass?
Garl would like, because Garl has been learning lessons from Cassandra about being a little bit careful about things. Garl is going to just lean in without touching it or even like booping it with her own nose, and is going to examine this thing just to see, is there something like wriggling inside or something that might be released if we were to smash it? I don't know.
There are no creatures inside of the crystal waiting to be released to face tentacle onto you. It's just a crystal that appears to be humming with energy. Almost.
I'm gonna ask everyone to back away.
Done and
Back the
done.
fuck up.
Behind the pews.
Just because I never get a chance to use this really because it's not upgraded like the rest of my weapons, I'm going to pull out the adamantine greatsword I carry because I know this is an object and adamantine is good for destroying objects.
All right.
I'm just going to whack it. Gonna whack it.
You're going to wreck it.
I'm gonna wreck it.
You smack the sword with the adamant. You smack the adamantine sword against the crystal, and then it just cracks, splits in two, and goes dull.
Suspiciously easy.
I don't feel the weird urge to jam it into my flesh along with the other crystals.
No.
Good.
I do say we take at least some of the pieces of the crystal so nobody can put it back together.
Agreed. I was just about to suggest that.
And we
Scatter
should
that
bury
bitch.
each piece in a different dungeon, so an evil adventuring party at some point can go through different dungeons to reassemble the pieces of this crystal.
Well, right now it's in a number of different pieces, and it looks like each one is attuned to a different element. So that would require you to go and collect all the different elemental crystal. Anyway.
What if we put them on a glove?
What if we just chucked him into a pool of lava?
If you want, you could do that.
Do you have a pool of lava?
Can make one.
I'm sure we can find
I mean,
one, Gar.
I believe Lynx can make one. Just get some, like, what is it? Borite, or what is it?
Lynx, make
Oh,
me
what
a
did they-
crafting check to make synthetic lava.
Okay.
We should hide one behind a spear trap.
Oh, let me hold on. The alchemist goggles actually added another +3 to my crafting checks, so I have a
Nice.
+9 now. I have a
Ooh.
+43 to crafting.
Sand and boron. You pour that onto a nuclear fire, that'll create lava.
So with that 46, you make a small nuclear
I watched
reactor,
Chernobyl.
and use that to create lava
Delicious.
in the middle of this church.
There's
Alright.
some sort of hot joke there, but it's just not coming to me.
Shall we toss the pieces in?
Cassandra's already like, toss, toss it, huh? Toss, toss,
Oh.
toss.
Bubble pop,
All right.
crystals melt.
That is.
Oh, the crystals melt. Okay.
Down, 3 to go.
Nice. Next!
Well, it's funny you should say that.
Oh.
Because the way you had been tracking the crystals, if you would have to now activate that again to find the location, as they were slightly on the move each time. The other beacons have gone dark.
Oh.
It appears as though when one gets destroyed, the other ones get shut down for a bit to
Okay.
hide the location.
Intriguing.
Interesting.
So it's not something you can deal with right now.
No. Well, keep in mind the way that we were tracking the beacons before was actually not by tracking the beacons. We tracked Lavinia and the faceless mask man.
Yes. Then in that case,
via-
they are now in non-detection areas.
Ah, gotcha. All right. Well, Lavinia is dead, so.
Yes.
Will she stay that way?
What the fuck do you mean by that, Will?
Is her ghost around?
I mean, her skeleton's on the ground over there.
Can I see her
And that's
ghost?
something I can't smash because that would go against my barbarian thing.
We do have like another 23 hours before she's dead.
What do you mean? That's...
I'm saying that out of character.
Well, what do you mean by that out of character?
Resurrection.
Gives you 3 days.
Oh, just kidding.
Sorry, that's why I was confused. I was like, do you know something about resurrection that I don't?
Her bones are just floating in that fountain.
Should we put them somewhere? Maybe in the magma?
Can I see her ghost chilling in the area, like her spirit, with my
No,
ghost
I'm done.
senses?
There's no spirit. Although
Ew.
all the other Lord of Light apostles that you've dealt with have lost their spirits, have also just instantly popped away upon their death. So that's not out of the ordinary for them.
They return to their lord upon death.
Well,
Damn.
I don't want to get Malicor's hopes up, but that might not be the last we see of her.
Do any of us have speak to dead? Or is that a spell in this? I
I
make
have
this
a
up with something else.
feat that allows me to speak to spirits in the area,
If someone wants to make me a medicine check on the skeleton.
but she would have to be in the area, which she is not.
By the by, should we establish who's getting those boots of speed? Because
Wait.
I technically already have like 2 ways to I can cast haste twice a day, so someone else might make more use out of them.
Yes, but you typically need to be right up next to something to hit it. I'm not opposed to giving them to you. Because the rest, every one of us has a ranged option.
I also
except,
don't see a
believe,
problem with you
for
getting
you.
them.
It kind of annoys me that I think they actually are a better alternative to haste because they use one action to give me haste. We just gave me advanced haste though.
Hey,
Right?
upgrades, people. Upgrades.
If it works, it works.
You could retrain your spell and learn a different one.
This is just like what happened when I got those boots of spider climb, and then I got the magic wings that are always on. I'm like, well, spider climb is now useless.
That's true, huh?
Does anyone want my boots of spider climb? Lynx? I don't think you have a lot of mobility options, do you?
Spider links. Spider links.
Can neither confirm nor deny, but that sure sounds nice.
Here, Garl pulls off these giant shoes that she's been wearing that I believe, per magic item rules, shrink down to your size.
Who would have bigger feet, Garl or Lynx?
Oh, Garl, are you kidding?
What's Garl's...
You think Lynx's feet are big?
Describe both of your characters' feet.
Why?
Oh, we're that kind of stream now.
Well,
Don't actually.
let's start with the big toe.
Don't
Oh,
actually.
please don't.
Lynx is like a size 10.
Alright, fair enough. I was just curious. But in all seriousness, do you have anything else you want to do here at Mellows? Well, Port Peridot is Mellows now. Because...
For real though, I am giving you my
Brings
spider
you.
climb boots if you want them.
I believe that. I will certainly take them.
All right, I will replace them with boots of speed.
They had a good spa, right?
No.
No.
This is like
Where did we go to that spa?
that spa is
It was underground, wasn't
underwater now.
Yeah.
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 Cassandra.
I mean, hold on. Let's put that out there. We have a genius alchemist who can create lava upon demand. We have Garl who has the strength to move rocks around. We could make a spa. We could make up a pop-up spa.
I could also just make a resplendent mansion right here that has all of the amenities you could possibly ask for.
You ever get that sort of existential dread when you have too much freedom to do something?
Ever get that feeling of deja vu?
I mean, I have
Deja-
a lot of
thanks,
existential
Tracer.
dread, but not specifically around that, no.
Ooh, what kind of food carts do they have?
An hour.
Oh, exactly an hour.
Yeah, exactly an hour. There is a variety of food carts here in the city. Kebabs are really popular here in Port Peridot. There's like a lot of mystery meat kebabs.
Oh, that was a favorite in the when I lived in the wastes. Involuntarily, because I just never knew what I was eating.
Yeah. There's not many vegetables for sale because vegetables don't really grow well up here.
Garl
take
has had
kebabs,
scurvy this
some
entire
Garl.
time.
Oh,
What's an orange?
get some kebabs.
You get some kebabs.
Yeah, I think
Now, the trick with these is you got to make sure the poisonous spines were taken out properly. Like this one? No, this one would kill you. Now it's safe to eat. Oh.
You're so smart.
Garl blushes and looks confused.
Cassandra calling Garl smart is the sweetest thing I've ever seen.
Well, I mean, there are different types of intelligence. And
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Garl's got the desert equivalent of street smarts.
Mm-hmm.
Sand smarts.
sand smarts. Yeah, this
That sounds like a
considering
weird
this
source.
town-
Sand
considering
smart.
This town used to be a wretched hive of scum and villainy. You're doing pretty well for yourselves here.
Yee. And we didn't kill any of its citizens.
You didn't.
No, we didn't.
Buy us lots of alcohol.
Yes. But if there's nothing else you want to do in the city, the townspeople will deal with the skeleton.
Love that for them.
Maybe we should keep one bone just in case.
I don't think that will
Like a
stop.
pinky bone.
I don't think that will stop her from being resurrected.
I mean, probably not, but in case we need to talk to her and figure that out or whatever.
And out of character, the clone spell probably does exist.
Yeah. Something Nim is very aware of.
I'll just take a pinky bone just in case.
Okay, add one pinky bone to your inventory.
Awesome.
But Otherwise, now we will continue on with the downtime activities. This is where I now will open the floor up to all of you. Is there anything in particular that you would like to do for the rest of year 2? Do we have a volunteer to go first who perhaps knows what they want to do already and has planned it for many weeks and has been reminding me multiple times to make sure I give
boy.
you
No,
all
I don't
this
think there's
time?
anyone like that.
No.
Nobody like that.
I
No.
don't think so. Cooper?
Let's talk
Okay.
about girls' rock collection.
Okay, someone else can go first. I don't
No.
mind. But if no one else wants to go first, I do have a list of NPCs that I really want to check in on.
Have
Well,
our
let me open
blessing.
up a mobile game and let you get going.
Yeah,
I'll be
use
on
this
Duolingo.
time- Use this time to catch up to me in FGO. Box 10.
Screw you, Will.
Box 10.
Oh, goddamn it, Will.
Nimbus makes it known that she is going to go check on Niloy and Megdia and see how he's doing, if anyone would like to come with.
I'll tag along.
Yeah. Is he in Megdia?
So Niloy is in Magdia still. They've actually been working with why am I forgetting my own NPC names?
I don't know.
That is a question only you can answer.
General Block?
Yes, they've been working with General Block Jr.
Yes.
It's like, I know I gave him a better name than that. But they've been working with General Block Jr. to basically start rebuilding Magdia. And they've been working very hard to demilitarize Magdia.
Yeah.
Because
That's for the best.
as the two of them put it, quite frequently whenever they're speaking to like diplomats or like people trying to remilitarize Magdia, hey, us being a military-based economy did not really work out for us. We need to diversify, and we have a lot of land that's very good for farming.
Diversify our portfolio. And how is he doing? How is the grieving process?
So the grieving process by now is done.
Okay.
He's doing fine. He's on his own, and when you go check up on them, I think like it's just them by themselves, kind of like coming home, and you just appear. It's like, oh, Nimbus, Lynx, please come. I have a apartment. We can sit down and tea and catch up.
Oh, I didn't mean to frighten you, but yes, I would love to catch up. Please tell me, I mean, everything that has been happening in Megdia, the rebuilding process, how that is all going.
Yes, of course. And they just like set you all up for some tea, and just like some nice like hot beverages, cocoa if you want it. They're going to have some cocoa because they're not really a tea person, but they keep tea in their house in case they have guests.
Nim will have some cocoa.
Mhm.
Would
Is
you
Lynx
like,
also going to have cocoa?
On God, are you kidding?
would you like?
So we all forego the niceties of tea and just go like, you know what, actually.
would you-
Some hot chalky sounds so fucking good right now.
And he just pulls up 2 bags of Magdine marshmallows. Would you?
Freeze-dried ones.
Would you like the little? Would you? Oh, okay. Then they go into a cupboard. They grab the small, like little freeze dried ones. They have the small little freeze dried one. They have the mini ones that are just regular marshmallows. They have the rainbow multicolored marshmallow mini ones, and then they have just big regular marshmallows. And then they also have some like flavored marshmallows. But those ones
Flavored?
Are, like, yes, those ones are like wrapped up in like a little bag. Those appear to be homemade.
Oh, those look delightful.
Yes,
I
they're.
didn't know you were such a connoisseur of
They're cookie and
marshmallows.
cream flavored. I've been trying to like pick up hobbies, so I did this for a little bit. I tried brewing my own beer for a bit. Didn't really like that much. I got really
Craft brewing.
I got really into this card game that was going around Magdia for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. I still have like
Yeah.
decks there. They have like card, and they go out and they like grab this like card game, and they just pop it down onto the table, and it's like, I'll make the cocoa. They have like different characters, and it's like all historical figures and people. I think they have like you all. I think I had like a Nim deck in there somewhere.
There's a deck for me.
Yes, I believe there's a Nim deck.
Is there a Garl deck?
I think there's like a full suite of decks for you all. There's like an expansion they did.
Oh, I'll have to get one for Cassandra. I think she'd really like the Garl deck. Are they hard to
Probably.
collect?
Not particularly. It's a surprisingly like just kind methodology. They're not sold in packs. You buy the decks, and you're meant to put two of the decks together to combine them, and then you and the two characters. And there's been a format lately where you have three characters. The three characters fight the other three characters, and they try to kill each other. It's been very interesting.
Well, yeah, I was with you until they had to try to kill each other, but maybe I'll get a Garl and a Cassandra deck.
Yes.
And how cute would that be? But how have you been, Niloy?
I've been good. I've been working. I've been taking up hobbies. I've been losing hobbies. I tried crocheting for a bit. That was difficult. There's like a half-made scarf just like hidden under a couch.
Oh.
But you know, I've been keeping myself busy and working and doing good for the world. So what more can I really ask?
Well, that's actually sort of what I wanted to talk to you about.
Put some cocoa in front of you. Put some cocoa in front of Lynx. Puts like the assortment of marshmallows in the middle.
I don't mean to offend you, but I thought maybe, I'm pretty good at resurrection rituals, and if I'm being honest, I've always felt extremely guilty about the way we left things in Megdia.
Now, when you say resurrection, Nimbus, and just know that I'm purely asking this, because you know resurrection magic is kind of big magic. Would this be a sort of monkey paw situation?
No.
Like, oh, they're back, but they're not right. Oh, and then
I don't think so.
you raise
I
them
mean,
up.
well,
like this won't like cost you like an arm and leg or your body or something, right?
no. I mean, there is always a risk that the ritual will go wrong.
Also, does it give them the option to not come back if they don't want to?
Well, that's part of why I wanted to ask you, is because I didn't know. I know they were very religious people.
I mean, like, yes, but
And for all I know, they are very much enjoying themselves in their afterlife, after a life on the material plane of devotion, and I had no intentions of interrupting that, but
I mean, yes.
that's why I wanted to speak to you.
I mean, if they have an afterlife, yes. Like, if there is an afterlife, sure, leave them be to it. I don't know. It's sorry.
I'll give you some time to think on it. You don't need to make a decision right now.
Yeah, I think some time to think would be nice.
Of course. I just wanted to let you know that you had the option.
It's been a long time.
It has, and I'm
Already.
sorry about that.
No, it's not your fault. You were busy. There was a world war happening.
Well, yes, but
Nimbus, I don't think I need to take much time to think, because if I'm being entirely honest with you, there were many people who lost their loved ones during this conflict, and I would almost feel guilty to have mine back.
not at all. That's... Yes, there are many people who lost their lives in this conflict, but not as a direct result of helping us.
Fair enough. But
And without the help of you and your family, I don't think we would have survived in Megdia. I don't think we would have ever made it to the Magiscard Wastes to help the Viatori, or to Treladar to help them. I don't see how we would have gotten through Megdia without your help.
I think my decision would depend on their input. If it was something they wanted, I would do it. But if it was something they didn't want, I would let them rest.
I understand. Unfortunately, I don't know how to contact them unless their spirits are here with us right now.
I'm not really... My family was religious, but I'm decidedly not. To be entirely honest with you, I honestly don't even think... I think a lot of the gods are just constructs, and, like, you know, we're probably just drawing magic from other things, so, you know, it's...
Have having met them, I would disagree.
Well, that's a whole nother conversation for later. I really don't want my theology toppled right now, Nimbus.
That's fair.
Here, wait. And they just like take the Garl and Cassandra deck and hand it to you.
Oh! Oh, they're going to love this.
Does it come with any dice?
No, that's not how the
Oh,
game
Cassandra's
mechanics
gonna
of
be
this
so
game work.
Okay.
Would you like?
Can I?
Would you like to learn the game mechanics of the League of Amazing Adventures TCG?
No, not at all.
No hesitation.
I know.
I would
know.
rather not.
In most situations, I am called to yes and, as this is an improv game, I can't do this.
I have them written down. They're only 10 pages long.
I bet you do.
Oh my god!
I've not made mock-ups of the cards and what they can do. It's not like Nim has the ability to basically like stack the deck and basically look at the cards on the top of the deck, decide whether she wants them there or not, and put them lower. It's not like Garl's main abilities include basically self-buffing their own damage and hitting things really well, but exhausting themselves for a turn afterwards. Well,
He really thought this
Cassandra
through for the wrong
can
community.
Can regain charge on things and unexhaust things and give people rest and comfort. And Lynx, who can basically alchemize their hand, discarding cards to draw new cards.
Okay,
I've-
so Lynx
I've
is the overpowered one. Okay.
I've put a lot of
Card draw is
thought into
very
this.
powerful.
I've put a lot of thought into this.
God damn it.
Oh.
But not enough to be interesting.
But not enough to hear me when I say no. I
I
don't.
know.
The real deciding point would be, what is the monetization like?
You buy the decks.
Boy.
So you
Okay.
buy the decks, you have all the cards, you can shuffle 2 of the decks together. Sorry.
Wow, it's just like Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was a kid.
But anyway.
Well, I do want to see if maybe I can make either a religion check, maybe, to see if I can sense, are the spirits with us in this
I can
moment?
tell you, the spirits are
They're
not with
not.
you. You would need to have some connection to the afterlife to speak with them. Maybe even to like the plane of death.
Oh.
Well, that's the one after the next one on my list.
Okay.
Well, then I will leave Niloy to his business and encourage him to, contact me if he comes to another conclusion, but...
Fair enough. Yeah. Just so you know, because this might be the part of it that interests you, all the artwork on the cards are like stained glass versions of the people.
Wow.
And
I'm
like,
hoping the cards themselves are actually translucent.
yeah, so like the cards themselves are slightly translucent. And
Okay, that's fine.
the hero cards, there's 2 versions of them. There is
Oh, boy.
a version of the hero card that is like the translucent stained glass, and there's also a version of them that's like a tarot card looking one.
Will was
Uh-huh.
truly like, I'm going to punish McKenna for putting this list together.
No, I have a whole bunch of things.
Lynx, I think I can actually do, maybe visit 2 people today. I wanted to go visit Opie, if you were interested in coming with.
I have a 3rd mug of hot cocoa, so I am incredibly interested. Yes.
Sounds good. And I just got a psychic, sort of vibe that Cassandra may also really want to go with us, so maybe we can stop by Bridal and pick her up.
That's a strange vibe to have, but
Would you all like to know where Opie is in the world?
Yes.
Opie is working, believe it or not, in Salagoza.
Oh, that is 3 birds with 1 stone.
Opie is working in Salagoza at a Monster Muscle Bar.
hot.
Good for her. Good for her.
I love that for her.
We needed
Oh,
this.
a back one.
I Nimbus, I think, finds the destination for this place using, discern location, and just kind of... mean, I'm sure Alessandra and Gwendolyn wouldn't mind. I'm just here to visit a friend.
Add 1 guilt to your character sheet. Would you like to invite
Plus,
Garl?
I'm here with Cassandra.
I mean, you could always invite Alessandra and Gwen to come with you.
That's true. Okay, we'll make a party of it. Would you like Garl to come? Garl, you see Nib's head pop into your little cottage. It just says, Garl, we're going to visit Opie in a
Well, hold on.
bar run by muscular women.
Hold on.
Muscular monster woman.
This was Nim and Link's coming to visit Cassandra and Garl at their cabin. You're poking your head in, right?
Cassandra's with us. I'm just
Okay.
poking my head into the door.
I just had to check whether or not Garl was having to put her clothes back on.
Oh,
Ooh.
spicy.
Well, no, we were doing laundry.
It is laundry.
What were
night.
you thinking?
Oh, you know.
Oh, you know. Just having a meal, having
Yoga?
a snack. Yeah, yoga.
Special yoga.
Yoga and a snack.
I mean, in this case.
So yes, a bar run by muscular monster women.
Garl has 2 thoughts.
Mm?
Both of them.
Arm wrestling competition, and then one thought Garl will keep to herself.
I'm sure you could challenge them to an arm wrestling competition, and I'm sure we would all
That sounds
enjoy
like a
watching
fun
it.
afternoon. Will,
Yes, Matt.
how is Garl feeling today?
How is Garfield?
How is
How is
Garfield?
Garfield?
Well, it's a Monday.
Is it a Monday?
And Garl hates Mondays.
Garl hates Mondays.
Oh no.
Well, I am
Or
now,
whatever Monday is called in this world.
I'm now going to be calling Garl instead of saying Garl. I'm going to say Garfield now.
Garfield. Oh no.
I just adopted this cat. What should I name it?
Oh, if you did get a cat, you would have to name it Garfield now.
Aw.
Anyway,
Oh, boy.
Garfield and Hecate.
but in all seriousness, the bar is a decently big bar. It's like a 2-story building that's been fully converted. There's a kitchen. When you get to the door, it's sort of like it's not like a clubby party bar. It's like a sit down with people, drink and eat bar. And
Chili's.
Oh, chili.
yes,
Or an Olive Garden with a bar.
Olive Garden.
and suddenly it burns down, and now you don't get this scene.
No.
All right, we're going to spend this session next repairing it and making it anew.
But in all seriousness, you go in, and there are a variety of folks in this bar because it is, of course, Salagoza. There are more what are considered monstrous ancestries here. So some highlights, though, include there's like a long bar behind it. There is a incredibly buffed rider who has like a Black Widow spider back.
Oh, so we're just doing Monster Musume.
I like the mermaid.
I also like the
I've never
mermaid.
actually watched Monster Musume yet. It's on my list.
I've read some.
Make
but
sure
it's
your
actually-
door is locked.
It's there's something a little bit charming about the humor.
Yes.
But to continue describing the monster girls in here. So there is the Black Widow rider.
pages of Monster Girls.
Raise your hand if you're surprised.
It's like Mitt Romney binder full of monster women.
Mitt Romney style. Bum, 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 bum. There's a Cyclops monster woman. There is a fish monster woman. Like just a full fish person. And not like
Just a full fish.
not like the
I'm picturing like
fish
Shape of
person.
Water.
Yeah, like think Shape of Water. And there's also this like purple demon going around in like a crop top. They're just in the background.
Ko, is that you?
They're just in the background. There's a troll. There's just a variety of monsters here.
And is there Opie?
Opie sees you upon coming and is like, "Oh, welcome to the Monster Muscle Bar. Do y'all want a table?
You know what?
visiting?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mostly wanted to visit you and see how you were doing.
Oh well, here
but then we
I
heard you worked here, and we thought we'd make a day of it.
I have a break coming up, so I'll come and join y'all. Hey, Vetri, and the Drider just kind of nods. I have some friends visiting from out of town. Do you mind if I take a meal with them? Oh, no, not at all, Opie. Please enjoy yourselves.
Thank you.
And yeah, Opie takes you to a booth. It's my favorite booth. It's like a little corner booth that's like in like a tower on the bar that's like sticking out. You can see the like docks and everything. It's a beautiful view of the city.
Aww.
Um,
So, Opie, tell us, how did you find your way all the way to Salagosa?
Aranari brought me here.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he said that this would be a good spot for me to like live and stuff. And Vetri and Aranari are good friends.
Instantly suspicious.
Tree and Aranari are
Yeah,
good
she
friends.
slapped him like 8 times when she saw him.
Oh, good for her. I like her.
That's what a
behavior.
friendship with
Contacted
Aranari
you.
is like.
Has he contacted you at all?
Aranari? No, not since he dropped me off. He said that he'd be back one day. But I'm not really
Maybe
keeping my hopes
someday.
up. Aranari's a bit of a flake. I think that's the right word for it. Vetri? Yes, flake is the more polite way.
Blake is one word for it, yes.
Ah, I see we share an opinion.
Yes. I give Vetri a wink.
She smiles at that. A number of basically menus began floating over to you all, and then your waiter appears, and unfortunately, as a side effect of their ancestry, I need everyone to make me a DC 21 will save.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I'll roll a nat 1, but...
Yeah. Lynx is fine, Nimb is fine, Garl's fine, Cassandra is fine. Yeah, you all, you're not afraid, but in front of you is a very buff poltergeist.
Be not afraid.
Was there a buff poltergeist?
A
Yeah.
buff poltergeist.
A muscly ghost.
They've been juicing on that spirit juice.
Juiced on that spirit juice.
It's like, all right, so welcome. Hey, oh, good, Opie, your friends are here. I'm so happy. Hi there. My name is Gris, and I will be waiting on you today. So we have a number of things here at this bar. We of course have the Monster Girl punching bag over there. That one's pretty simple. There's a little weight in the punching bag, and depending on how hard you punch it, you'll get either a discount, or if you don't punch it hard enough, you'll have to do some exercising. And you see like these like 2 orcs who are like who like were pretending to be super buff, who like are doing like crunches with like a Minotaur girl, be like, "Yep, that's 10 more. You guys can do this," and then you get your
Aw.
shots.
I roll 44 on my athletics.
Oh, you
check.
just go over there, Garl. You go over there. You clock the thing. It brings off, and Garl gets a special drink.
Hot.
Aww.
Garl, the drink that's brought over to you is served with a little boxing glove over top of it.
What is this? A
It's-
drink for?
It's a real alcoholic punch, and when
Yeah, it sure is.
when you take it off, it is a very strong drink.
I take a negative to my will
This
save.
this drink specifically includes a few things. It includes just a very basic vodka, just like an unflavored vodka, as well as a strawberry, a mango, and a little bit of lemonade. And then with that, it also has like a little bit of blue raspberry syrup just towards the top of it, just kind of slowly floating down. And lastly, sprinkled on top of it are some like light sort of like red candies that when you ingest them pop in your mouth a bit.
Huh.
If you want to make this drink, it is a shot of vodka,
Oh boy.
and then it is
2
just
shots.
like a taste of each of the juices, a taste of the lemonade, a little bit of blue raspberry, just like spritzed on top, and then some Pop Rocks on top of it.
Interesting.
I've never drank it. I cannot attest to its quality. But it's a drink I made up for this, so, you know.
I get that.
I believe Garl wanted to arm wrestle someone. Is probably whoever is your best arm wrestler.
They just looked
Bring
at
me your
Opie.
champion.
They just looked at
Is it-
Opie. Opie's just like,
Nim scooches out from between them in the booth.
In the most friendliest possible way.
Yeah.
Garl kind of just leans down right next to the ear. I must break you.
okay. It's
Garl's
fine.
very competitive.
It's fine. And Opie, like, literally takes her arm off. I'm actually very easy to break and put back together.
I didn't know you could do that. Does that hurt?
I'm combat ready.
No, it's just you just pop it off and then it
Look
pops
out for
back
them
on.
magnets.
No metal required.
Is it? How? How?
Magic.
Arnari.
I. Well, like, let's just see. Let's have a contest of strength.
All right, Garl, make me a athletics check. You're looking for a DC 45. As what Opie's going to do is she's actually going to put both of her arms onto one socket and have the other one be supporting her.
Unique flex, but all right.
Yeah.
49.
Yeah, you're able to win.
That is literally a weird flex,
It is a weird flex.
but okay.
Just before it begins, though, Garl turns, points at Cassandra, and then does the
Ew. But you continue to eat there. The menus are there. There's some, standard bar food appetizers. They have some nachos that they're pretty well known for. They have some potato crisps and dips.
We already know they have some spirits.
They do have some spirits.
But
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Is there anything in particular that you're looking for while you're eating here, or are you going to do it? They have some
No, I
lovely
just-
pickle spears.
I just wanted to make sure Opie was being taken care of and was in a
Opie's
loving
yeah.
home.
I'm doing good. I got my own place. I got myself a job. I get to be buff and cool, and I get to work out for a bunch of during the day. I get to make people work out sometimes, and it's fun.
Oh,
Speaking of which,
I'm really happy for you.
Lynx,
hi.
you want to give me 10 crunches?
Want is a really strong word.
Fair enough.
I'll do
My
I'll do
real
the
life
cocoa
reaction to that.
Yeah, for real.
Right. But yeah. Otherwise, the meal goes by fine. And we can continue on your list unless you have any other questions for Opie.
I don't, and I actually do have someone that I wanted to come see in Salagosa anyway.
Huh?
I wanted to visit Abigail and Lavania if anyone wanted to come with me. Yeah. I did.
I want to
see-
meet this other child that can see ghosts.
I will
I
sit
did
this
s-
one out.
You stay at the muscle bar and
Yeah.
hang out.
Garl gets
I did-
offered a job.
Oh yeah. I did run into Abigail at the Familiar Cafe. That's where she's working nowadays. But Lavania I actually haven't seen hide nor hair of, and I did want to make sure that she was doing all right. Make sure her body is holding up. I don't know. I don't know how doll construct bodies normally function. Or if she needs repairs or anything. I just need to be sure.
There's a lot of people with L names, like Lavania, Lavinia, what was your aunt's name?
Lucinda.
Lucinda.
Links.
Lynx.
I like the letter L at the start of a name.
It's a good letter.
It's a good letter.
Alessandra. Gwendolyn.
Good work, bud.
But
Surprise tool.
huh?
That's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
Lord of Light.
Lord or Light. But yes, if you wanted to come see us, see them with us, that would be... I'm sure they'd love to see you, Cassandra.
Oh, I would love to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go visit them.
You head towards Desna's Hope Orphanage. The building has actually been upgraded since you've been there last. It used to be like a kind of like scary, ramshackly sort of like 2-story house building. Now it's all been like cleaned up. It's gotten a new set of paint, and this is a strange part about it. The clouds seem to go around it, so there's always like sunlight coming down on it.
That is how it was before. With the clouds.
Yeah.
There was always a...
But still, it's fun to
Open to
remind
the
of that
sky.
strange little thing.
Yeah.
You go in there, and Abigail's still at work. But Lavanya is there.
Hi, Bonnie.
Knock knock.
Oh, yes, please come in. As you open the door, you see a very familiar doll body there. But now it is in what appears to be a very similar uniform to what Lady Salagosa was wearing.
How so?
It appears to be like a staff uniform.
Oh. Lavanya, are you working here now?
Well, I mean, I was the oldest kid, and,
Oh.
it helps out. Like, I'm here anyway. It means I don't have to find a place, and I can still, like, keep up with the kids, and you see a couple of them are just attached to her leg, and, it's good to stay close to
That's
everyone.
so sad because she's only like 11 or 12.
Yeah,
Oh.
but she's figured out what she wants to do.
Alright, as long as you are still taking time to be a kid yourself.
Well, I mean, yeah, like, I go out and do stuff, but, like, it's basically, like, I have a family. I found one. It's right here.
Oh, Lavanya, I'm very happy for you. And how have you been feeling? Is everything okay?
Oh, I'm all dolled up, so they say.
So you got a great sense of humor.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Happy to hear it. And how is Abigail faring lately?
Abigail's fine. She's been working real hard. She's getting up there where she kind of wants to leave the orphanage.
Yeah.
And I don't blame her. There's some strange stuff going on with her lately. And I've been trying to help her find a spot. And there's this like inventor in town who's been doing like a lot of really good work.
Oh, Lynx might know something about that.
Yeah, they've been coming by every now and then to check up on the place, and they've been helping with stuff.
Interesting. You mentioned something strange was going on with Abigail?
Yeah, she's, it's honestly better if I just show you. Here, come upstairs.
Oh boy.
And she'll lead you upstairs. Okay, kids, you gotta stay down here. Up. And the kids just kind of nod. And they just point to what is now Abigail's room by herself. And specifically say, okay, now just like take a look at this keyhole here. And like as you look into the keyhole, you would think you would see into the other room, but you just see darkness.
Oh.
And like here's the weird thing: opens the door, room. Closes the door.
Like well lit?
Yeah, like well lit room, sun shining through curtains. Closes door, pitch black
Oh.
darkness.
I'll take a stick and poke it through the keyhole.
You poke the stick through the keyhole, and the stick doesn't go through the keyhole.
Well, that's probably because it's a stick and that's a keyhole.
Yeah. The circle goes in the circle, and the square.
circle goes in the circle.
The circle goes in the square hole.
Has she talked to you about this at all?
She says it has something to do with her power,
Yeah.
and sort of like wherever she goes, like wherever she calls home, something like this will happen. Apparently, that's what her understanding is.
That poor girl.
But it's extra security, I guess. Like,
I suppose. I mean, as long as she feels safe.
Yeah, Abigail's been fine.
I actually did have something to ask her. Do you know when she gets off today?
Probably in like that second bell, and then like the second bell rings, so she'll be back in like 15 minutes.
All right. Why don't we have some tea?
Yeah, I'll get you some. And she heads down, and as Abigail's coming back, Lavanya is making the tea, and what she does actually is like one of her fingers dislocates, and like sugar comes out, and like tea comes out, and then
Sugar and spice and everything nice.
And then the finger comes
Let's
back.
go.
And chemical X. That's how they made Lavania's
And
Oh,
then
boy.
the finger comes back. It's like, all right, tea. Here you go.
When did that happen?
Oh, this? I had some upgrades
Yeah.
done. I figured if I was going to be in like a synthetic body like this, I might as well make use of it, right?
I mean, I can't argue with that logic.
And I don't tell the kids about this, but they're not around right now. It's just you. If we ever need to defend ourselves, you hear her like clench her fist a bit and just a sword.
Like
What happens
Wolverine,
if you,
but
what
one.
happens if you just clench your fist out of anger?
I have to be actively thinking to pop out the sword,
Okay,
and then I just go like that, and then sword retracts.
fair enough.
See, she is combat ready, Cooper.
She is combat ready. Is Miss Abigail arrived yet?
Yes, Abigail's just walked in during this conversation.
Okay.
And Abigail just kind of runs up to Nimbus and gives you a hug. You feel her hand going into your hair, and then you feel like the chomping of Merle eating a treat.
You know, you can just give him a treat. You don't need to reach into my hair.
This is more fun.
Okay.
Also, your hair's so fun to play with.
Oh,
Ding, ding,
don't
ding,
touch
ding,
my
ding.
hair.
Cassandra's.
But anyway, we were just talking about, your room, actually.
Oh yeah, the dark thing. I don't know. It's attached to me somehow. It has something to do with death. Yeah.
Yeah. As long as it's not bothering you, it's not keeping you up.
It doesn't really keep me up. It's just kind of there. And like... She waves her hand, and like a slightly larger version of that keyhole pops up. She reaches her hand into it. She pulls out what appears to be like a stuffed animal that was in her room. And then she
Aw.
puts it back, and like I can grab anything I want from that, whatever's behind that. So it's kind of useful.
That is convenient.
Yeah.
You haven't been hearing any more of those voices, have you?
I mean, no more than normal. Like it's sort of like background noise. It's kind of white. It's white noise to me now, to be honest.
The one that was saying I'm still here?
Oh no, that one. Yes, I've been hearing that one still.
Anything new?
Just that.
Oh, poor thing.
Nim
Seen that a
says you
lot
started
today.
seeing dead people?
I've been seeing dead people my entire life.
Oh, yes. How's that going?
I mean,
That's one way to ask.
Yeah, you get your certification yet?
I mean, it's going. Like every now and then, like there's like, I don't know. There's a bunch of like ghost goblins that hang out near the sewers. That I talk to every now and then.
Interesting. We revived them, so it's not the one that Cassandra
No, it's not.
did.
Yay.
But I saw the fear on Abby's face for a second, and I just was enjoying it. And like every now
Soaking
and
it
then,
all in.
every now and then I like talk to some some like ghosts on the street, and people look at me funny. But there's this
I
one
was
group
actu-
of hooligans who like kept kicking over some flowers that someone left at a spot where a person got murdered, and I just kind
Oh.
of scared them off.
Well, good
It's
for
very
you.
nice of you.
It's a reference I get.
But in all seriousness, what do y'all come for?
Partially just to check up on you and Lavanya. I hadn't seen her in quite a while. But I actually had a favor to ask of you. We had a couple Megdian, who were followers of Abadar, who passed, rather violently and, maybe before their time, and, well, I wanted to see if they were at all interested in, returning.
I don't know much about Abadar.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know how to, like, access that afterlife, but if, like, I knew how, I probably could.
Would I know how?
Make a religion check. It's
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna
there's,
make a religion check.
it's like there's an entire skill for it.
It's almost like there's an entire skill for it that I am legendary in. Well, if Roll20 will allow me to be legendary in it. 52.
It will cost 5 gold coins.
I provide 5 gold coins.
Ah, doubloons. And she just puts them in. She puts them basically around herself in a circle. She sits down. And he says, Nim, this is going to mess up your hair a bit. Sorry.
Understandable.
And she just, like, holds her hand up, and that keyhole appears. And then all the air gets sucked out of the room for a second. And then you just feel like gravity inside this room reverse itself, and Nim's hair goes, like, straight up. As does Cassandra's. As does Lavania's and Abigail's. And then the air comes back into the room, the hair goes down. The coins all disappeared. And she just says, so now we just walk through.
All right. Alonzi?
Yeah. She steps on through, and as you two step through, you find yourself in a vast sort of marble building. You can see all the way to the ends, just like a very orderly, very almost like a bank, like a building.
That tracks for Abadar.
And there's just like desks and cubicles, and you hear like people talking and calling across the room. It's like, hey, this business is requesting a boost in their sales. Can we get someone on that? And like stuff like that.
Aww.
They appear to be very busy right now because there's like a lot of small businesses that are like asking for help from Abadar during this time.
I'll go up to one of the clerks. I'll wait in line, do my due diligence.
There's like a line set up, but it's like a get into the afterlife line, and since not a lot of people have been dying recently, it's actually pretty short. Abadar is like not like a super widely followed god, and the people who do follow Abadar are just kind of like quick to deal with. They're like, okay, you're going here, you are an accountant life, you get to go here, you did this, great, civil service, go there, architect, go there. And they basically, like, people are sorted out really quickly. And then you get to the front of the line, and this ghostly looking, like, creature just kind of looks up, like, all right, and how can I help you today? Welcome to the afterlife of the Abadarians. Hope you're doing well. Sorry about your passing.
Oh, no, we actually haven't passed. No need to apologize.
I did once, but I'm still here.
They just kind of, like, you see them, like, adjust their glasses. Like, I'm sorry, I haven't adjusted these in years. I haven't. You're flesh things. Oh, it's been a while since we've seen flesh up here.
If there's another desk that we ought to go to, I don't mind waiting in line again.
No, there's not. I mean, it's just sort of like a general thing. And they pull a rope in the queue, like the rope closes and opens like another desk. Someone comes over and walks over and sits down.
We are actually looking to speak to, a couple,
Okay.
a married couple, followers of Abadar, who would have passed, I want to say maybe 2.5 years ago?
Do you have their names? A lot of people died 2.5 years ago.
The Naloi family.
Noloys. And like a Rolodex comes up and they start looking through it. Yeah, okay.
Burned alive in a meteor swarm.
They're here. Yeah, they're there.
Would we be able to speak with them, perchance?
So, technically speaking, we don't normally allow that type of thing. However, because it's all of you, and there's a certain level of relationship between my patron and yours, pointing directly at you, Alessandra, it can be worked out.
Who?
I might need to...
Wait, who?
I just called you Alessandra. Nimbus.
Sure did.
Okay.
Yeah, that was just
Okay.
me misspeaking. Because of that, I need to maybe do, like, there might just be a little bit of paperwork I need to do first. Just let me double check the procedure for this, and then we can get started with that. I hope that's okay with you. Yeah. And they kind of flip through things, and they say, okay, yeah. So no cost acquired for this. Also, and they grab like 5 gold coins. Here's the reimbursement since you're not actually dead. You don't need to
Oh, thank
pay
you.
that. Yeah, we got them. So all you need to do is basically step on this board here. You'll be taken to their cubicle. The two of them have sort of like an adjoined thing because they were married, so they're working together in like the same spot. And
Aw.
yeah, I mean you can request like after like you died, like it's to death do you part, right? So like they don't need to stay together if they don't want to, but they want to.
Darling, they did seem like a very happy couple, but thank you so much for your help.
Can we come back here after we're done? Because I actually might have a question or two.
I mean, I'm happy to answer any questions you have. That's fine.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
Do you want to just ask now, Cassandra?
yeah. If you want, you can.
Well, if we have time. I was just curious. You could tell who her deity was just by looking at her?
Well, I mean, they're a special case.
I also have very visible, very large wings on my back that are decidedly Desnan in origin.
And they're kind of and like that whole group of them, like Nimbus, Elisandra, Gwendolyn, like all 3 of them are kind of like special cases for us right now because they're essentially
Magical lesbians.
I don't know
Literally.
I don't know if your gods have done this for you, but Abadar kind of gave us a lowdown. So
a lowdown on
well, your status.
what's our status?
Yes, your status is divine avatars.
Divine avatar. I mean, I suppose I have cast that spell on a couple of very dire occasions, but it is still fun to hear it said like that. Thank you.
I mean, there was a company-wide memo.
There was a memo.
Yeah, there was a whole memo.
Didn't you get the memo?
I didn't actually.
Well, no, you're not part of the company. You wouldn't get this memo.
No, of course not. Of
Yeah,
course
it's
not.
Abadar.
Anyway. Thank you very much.
No
Did you have
worries.
any other questions, Cassandra?
Oh, I was just wondering because I still don't quite know who my deity is who's giving me my powers, so I thought maybe
Oh.
you'd be able to. Tell me.
It's not Abadar.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's soup.
Yeah.
It's soup. It's the god of soup. It's the god. It's Cooper.
So I guess-
the god of soup.
God, I love soup.
God of
I guess
soup
you
and
also
burger.
would be able to tell me why I came back.
That would be like a Pharasma thing. We just deal with death and taxes here.
Yeah.
Who's Pharasma?
The goddess of death.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, that's all.
All right.
All right. Yeah, just step on that floorboard there. It'll take you to their cubicle. Have a nice day. Thank you for doing business with Abadar Corp. We hope to see you again. Not for a very long time.
No, thank you very much. I step on the floorboard.
I
You get
hop on too.
whisked away. It's almost instantaneous. You're in front of a cubicle. And yeah, you just see 2 folks doing some like work. They appear to be doing some accounting. It's like, oh, we need to send an Archon down to this business. They're trying to make familiar coats, and that's something we need right now. That's a little bit of light in the world. Yeah, you're right. I agree. Let's send 379. Yes, 379 is such a lovely soul, and they love the familiars. They could use the break. They've been on so many hard assignments lately. Yeah, okay. And then
Can you give me the address of the business? I might like to get my familiar a coat.
they just look at you. Oh God. Oh no. Ah, I didn't know you were an Abadarian. Oh no.
No. I'm fine. I'm alive.
Oh,
we just came
good.
to visit you, actually.
Oh, how's Naloy?
He's doing well.
Oh, that's so good. We check in on him every now and then. Last we saw, he was attempting to crochet, and it did not go well.
Yes, I did see that attempt. He's been hopping between a few different hobbies.
Yes, that TCG looks interesting. Anyway.
To you?
Uh,
Time and place. Time and place.
So that's how you get McKenna to punch you on stream.
Ay, Dios mío.
I don't think that was a very high bar.
No, it's not. This might be an awkward question. Do you have any interest in, walking amongst the living again?
You know, we talked about it. This is something we've talked about a lot, actually. When we got up here, Abadar sort of gave us an offer to get back down there, so to speak, one way or another.
Did he really?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good god. Listen, Abadar's a good person, and a lot of people say that Abadar is just like a greedy, sort of like millionaire god. But he's a good guy. He does good work for people. He makes sure like small businesses can get paid. But in all seriousness, yeah, he offered that. But we talked it over for a long time, and you know.
Did he offer it to you to come back as a wraith, or
No,
as
just as ourselves.
as you were?
Like, survived the ordeal. He even like stopped time for a bit so we could talk it over. But you know, he said it was technically our time.
So
Like,
what
that
would have been the
was-
cost?
That was the fate that hand dealt us. But with the circumstances, he wanted to offer sort of just like a one-time free thing.
Just for free.
The cost
For
would-
free?
well, because we worship Abadar, our cost, our cost is now like this would be us paying that off right now. If we had done it, once we passed again, we would just come back and we would continue working.
All right.
I believe they
And
actually.
you didn't take it.
No, it was our time. It was our time, and it took us a little bit of time talking. And the Abadarians have a surprisingly good sort of like afterlife therapist brigade before you kind of get down to things. But like, yeah, it was our time. We decided to stop for now, and we knew Naloy could handle himself. We know he could be taken care of, and we know we could send him some help if we ever needed to. Abadar's champion's running around the world helping out a lot right now. He's a really nice guy.
May I ask who he is?
What was his name? They just like go, oh, I mean, we have the feed up. We can just grab him. And you see what appears to be a young fellow, sort of brown hair that's been tied up into a ponytail. They are a wizard. They're in Treladarian robes, specifically robes of necromancy.
Interesting. Anyone I recognize?
No.
Gotcha.
They do have like a symbol of Treladar around their neck, and there's like a number of undead that are following them.
Interesting. Well.
Oh, hey, look at that. It's Jim. Hey, Jim, your body's up on the Wordle again. Is the champion using it? Yeah. Oh, to go check it out. Yeah, we have like a list of like donors who are willing to let their bodies be used for their necromancy.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
smart.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I just thought I'd pop in and offer myself. I'm pretty decent with a resurrection ritual.
We're fine. But tell him
Alright.
we're watching. He's doing good. And we
I'll
love
tell
him
him.
very much.
I'll tell him. And I'm sorry.
Yeah. You saved the
Your
world.
time or otherwise. I know.
Don't feel bad, Nimbus.
Okay. You'll let me know if you ever change your
Of
minds.
course.
Okay.
By the way, this is Abigail.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
got
Abigail's
us here.
living.
I've been holding her hand this whole time, just like.
Oh, the mother comes over and just like, okay, now I don't normally do this, and she just hands Abigail a gold piece. Now you make sure to make that grow, all right? She just pats her on the head.
Don't spend it all in one place.
I mean, yeah.
All right. Well, I need to go tell Niloy that his parents love him very much.
You're able to exit the afterlife without any issues. Abigail closes the door, says, "Well, that was fun."
Yes. Surprisingly happy afterlife.
I mean, people
Someone's
like
got to
that.
have one eventually.
Yeah.
Maybe someday.
I mean,
Maybe
most.
someday.
I mean, all the afterlives that I've been to have been pretty happy.
How many afterlives have you been to?
Too many.
A couple.
A couple.
A couple.
All right. I suppose I won't press it any further if you don't want to talk about it.
I feel like
Keep your secrets.
I was specifically told not to talk to you about one of them.
You were specifically told for me.
Yes.
Okay, well, you don't have to tell me about it, but what if you specifically told me which one it was that I'm not allowed to know about?
Oh. There was a trip that I took to the afterlife of was essentially limbo.
Uh-huh.
I went to limbo with someone. And they did something there. And then after that, the voices started happening.
It wasn't Aranari, was it?
No. I don't even know who Arnari was.
Good, you shouldn't. Never have you ever seen
never
You
met
must
him.
erase
Aranari.
all knowledge of him.
What was their name?
Oh, it was Nim's mom.
Hot.
So hot right now. Nim's mom.
So, oh, good lord.
Mrs. Nimbus's mom.
Went into limbo with you.
Well, she had
And
me drop
that's-
her off for a bit. And
They
then I went to-
carpooled.
and then I went and picked her up.
Oh, okay, so she's not still in limbo then.
No, she spent a little bit of time in limbo. She had just been back for like a week after you came and visited her here. She spent like almost a year in limbo. It was crazy.
I guess.
The things she decides not to tell me.
Like everything?
Unfathomable. Like everything, Lynx. You don't understand.
Like everything. No,
You'd think that would
I've
be a wonderful
noticed.
thing to tell me. Yeah.
How many voices do you hear saying we're still here?
Just one.
Nim, do you think Lucinda maybe is in limbo? Do you think that's her?
I mean, I can't imagine. That's the whole thing of the spell. If she were in limbo, one would be able to resurrect her, but the whole thing about that spell is that you can't be resurrected afterwards. There's no soul to resurrect. That's the cost of the spell. It's a curse, really. But I don't know how that would be possible.
Abigail,
Yeah.
with Nim's help, do you think you could show me the voice? Help me hear it.
I mean, if Nim thinks she can figure a way to do that, yeah, probably.
Mind meld?
Mind meld. Are you talking about join pasts?
Maybe showing pass. Oh, I'm sure she has a memory of the voice. Maybe the first time she heard it.
maybe.
Is that something you have a memory of, Abigail?
I mean, I hear the voice every now and then. I remember it. I sometimes
Can you-
dream about it. And those ones are strange. And I dream about the voice. It's weird.
I need to look into the specifics of join past because I actually don't think audio comes across.
Hmm.
Like, I dream about it too sometimes. And, like, those are weird
Yeah, I
dreams.
could probably go into your dream,
Oh, maybe.
see what's going on.
Yeah, thoughts and experiences, but not words. So I will let you decide, Will, if the tenor of one's voice would count as an experience or a word.
It would be a word.
Okay.
But you'd be able
Then
to
join
get
pasts.
you'd be able to get the like location that she's been seeing in her dreams from this,
All right.
if you want that.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So you join pasts to get the location of the stream, and you see a sort of like large darkness, just like flat darkness, and then these sort of like floating skulls that appear to be like lighting the darkness like luminantly, like these small looking things, like almost like these small grim reapers. And then you just see floating in the distance, with a cage in one hand, with a woman inside the cage that you recognize as Lucinda. A very large Grim Reaper. And then it just kind of looks towards Abigail, and it sends like this like little mote towards Abigail, and it goes into her. And it just nods, and then that's when you hear the "I'm still here" from Lucinda, and then it like rattles the cage a bit and the voice stops.
Oh.
If you'd like, you can make if you like, you can make a religion check, Nimbus.
I will make a religion check, Nimbus.
Now I
Maybe,
need a monster
I will-
manual for this one. Or do I need a monster manual? I have it up in
Oh, I'm using a hero point. Okay.
I mean, now's the time to
46.
do it.
I'll take a 46.
Yeah. That is a creature known as a Grim Reaper.
Oh.
Here's some stuff you know about Grim Reapers. The Grim Reaper is a unflinching personification of death. Silent as the grave and inevitable as time itself, this legendary being hunts down and finishes creatures that have evaded death for far too long.
You could make a movie franchise about that.
And they have a number of interesting abilities. If you were to say put a challenge rating on this creature, you would say that it would be even a little bit beyond yourselves.
All right.
Sounds like a challenge to me, but
Yes, a CR21, some might say.
All right.
Well, Lucinda's still there.
You know, having been confined to a cage for 2 years, and my mother just decided not to tell me about that.
To be fair,
I send my mother a sending immediately and just say, "So, Limbo, Lucinda, did you forget about that, or?"
Lucinda and Limbo? I went there to concentrate.
Is she lying?
No.
So maybe Lucinda's not in limbo.
Well, that is what we just saw, right?
No, you don't know what plane it is, but she is being held by a Grim Reaper. You do know that Abigail's powers do, like, call on death itself.
Okay.
So it may have been like, oh, Abigail used her power for this big thing, and it caused, like, that connection to form.
Huh.
TLDR, your mom.
I
went
think
to
I will
Limbo,
send
so
my
she can
my mother
concentrate.
another message and just say, "But still, limbo for a year?
It's very quiet.
Goodness gracious." I don't say anything more to that. Casually in limbo for a year. Think to mention it. Well, I don't know how to get to her in there, or even if we can fight death.
Maybe have tea with Death? Have a nice conversation.
Oh, just have to
Win
take a
death
breath.
over. I'm just worth a shot.
What do you think this is going to be, Cassandra? We just go in there and ask nicely, hi, hello, yes, I know my grandmother has evaded death for hundreds of years, but do you think if we asked really, really nicely that you could just let her out? Have her
We
take-
are
take her for a
very
little spin?
charming.
Not that charming, Cassandra.
Beg to differ.
A beg then. I don't know what else to tell you.
Girls.
Okay, all right. I'm so sorry, Abigail. Thank you so much. This has been fascinating news.
Oh, Nim, roll me a d4.
Oh, a D4.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a little bit more info on death based on what you rolled.
All right. That's a 3.
All right, so you know a couple other things about death. Number 1. Any creature killed by the Grim Reaper can't be brought back to life by any means short of divine intervention.
Well, the thing is, she wasn't killed by the Grim Reaper.
She wasn't. She's just being held by him. I'm just giving you information on the creature itself.
Okay.
So you may want to take note on this.
Oh, fuck.
It also has negative healing. So we can choose whether or not it takes positive damage.
What is... Wait, what?
It's an undead that can choose whether or not it takes positive damage.
Okay, so no positive or negative damage on this thing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it has status sight, which it automatically knows the hit points, conditions, afflictions, and emotions of all creatures it can see.
Oh.
Okay.
Of all creatures it can see, we gotta take a page from Ray's book and take the eyeballs.
It does
Yeah.
have dark vision, see invisibility, status sight, and true sight.
Okay, I see invisibility, so yes, take the eyeballs.
Sorry, say that one more time.
It has the status sight, true seeing, see invisibility, and dark vision.
Gotcha. Okay.
It is something that your party could handle together.
Yeah.
Okay, but what are the ramifications for killing death?
Well, you're just killing the Grim Reaper. You're killing a tool of death. You're not killing the concept of death.
Okay, well, what is the consequences for killing the tool of death? I have a feeling Pharasma might have something to say about that.
Some
Ask him.
opinions.
I might. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just... I've met her. I can send her a sending right now. Just be like, hey, hun.
Hey, Tawal.
Hey, do you mind
Hey,
if I
Tall
go-
Face.
Would it be girl bossing too close to the sun if I killed death itself?
How, like, do you like your Grim Reaper? Or, like, would you not feel super satisfied just, like...
If
offed
this
him?
one died, I could get a new one with a motorcycle and a flaming skull.
Okay, so that's a yes. Oh gods.
And I will
I
say
don't
it
know.
is a Grim Reaper that is holding her. So there
I
are
don't
more
know,
than
Cassandra. Is there anything I know about Grim Reapers that leads me to believe that they can be reasoned or negotiated with?
one. Well,
What kind of tea do they like?
Spill the tea.
Bring him a soup with a good bone broth.
they enjoy games.
Fair games?
Yes, they are always fair. Games with death are always fair. So maybe if you brought
Okay.
it an intriguing enough game, it might want to play with you.
We bring the playing cards. We have come full circle. This is how Will gets his game rules out.
Are you going to make us play a
Abby's.
trading card game for my grandmother's soul?
That's a really
You
I'm here for it. I'm
motherfucker.
here for it.
Oh my god, I love it! Oh my god, I might have to do that now.
Oh
Well,
no!
if it needs an
This is
interest-
literally just Yu-Gi-Oh all over
if it
again.
needs an interesting game, I don't
We have
think
to go
we
to
can bring it the
special
TCG game. I don't think it'll bite.
And on the way there, some weirdo will throw out our best cards into the ocean.
Oh, speaking of which,
Weevil.
Cassandra, this
Yeah.
is for you from Naloy. I give you the
Oh.
Garl Cassandra TCG deck.
If you put the Garl and Cassandra cards together, the art pieces turn and it looks like they're holding each other.
Oh.
That seems kind of impractical.
That's cute.
What if we played Cards Against Humanity
Oh,
with death?
boy.
Good.
Please.
But the problem is,
Please.
who's the judge then? Because Cards Against Humanity is entirely arbitrary. There's no actual skill involved, really.
I mean, the skill is being funny.
First
Yeah.
of all,
Yeah, but what is
we're
funny
all
is
funnier
entirely
than Death.
arbitrary.
You just look at Death. I hope you all enjoy gallows humor.
That was pretty good, Death. All right. Well, we shall think on this more.
Keep away from the windows and doors and move into the dead center of the room.
That'd actually be really funny to play Cards Against Humanity with death.
I agree.
But I also really want y'all to fight Death, Uwu.
What if we? I've invented a new game. It's called the Owl House.
Okay, so every time you're out of your home dimension, somebody dies.
Oof.
We
Well, I don't think that's how that game is played. We'll see.
One character has plot armor.
Yeah. All right. Well, we shall think on this. I don't think Lucinda is going anywhere.
I highly doubt it.
Thank you, Abigail. But I think we should probably take our leave.
Okay.
Oh, and Lavinia said you were looking for somewhere to stay outside of the orphanage eventually.
Yeah, I'm looking for a place to sort of get working on my powers a little bit. Because, like, listen, there's a whole bunch of kids here, and, like, calling upon the essence of death while surrounded by children can be kind of scary for them.
Oh,
I'm sure.
Do be careful.
Well, if you ever need a place to stay, Garl and I do have a spare room.
Cassandra, have I shown you?
Show me what?
Look at this! And she, like, creates one of those keys holes, and she pulls out a scythe.
Oh, that is very practical.
Yeah. Sometimes when I hit
Nice.
things with it, it tells me it's proud of me, and she puts it back.
Oh.
Couldn't be me.
Be careful with weapons that speak to you, dear.
She just kind of
No.
nods. Are you
Okay.
seriously offering that spare room though?
If you need a place to stay.
I'll take it.
All right.
Cool. Let me just pack up. And you see her open the keys, and then she, like, it turns into, like, a key, and she holds it. Okay, everything's in here.
Shouldn't you say goodbye to Lavania?
Looks at Lavania. Lavania looks at her. They, like, go and hug. I'll see you again. Yeah. You can tell it's, like, two people who are like, we'll see each other again. There's no question about that.
Oh. Just two sweet little girls. All right. We are now 16 minutes over time.
We are. The time just kind of flew
Yeah.
by on that one.
I know. I'm sad. I have more people I want to ask about, but I don't want to keep everyone here super late.
But sadly, that whole took a year.
No. Join us next week then as we hopefully finish off Nim's whirlwind tour of every
Well,
NPC the party's ever interacted with. Oh no, next week is the
Isn't
Christmas
next
special.
week the Christmas special?
Yes,
Yes,
next week is
indeed.
the Christmas special. So
A
join
riverboat
us.
ride where nothing possibly will go weird.
Yes, so join us next week for the Riverboat special, the Christmas special, and then back on the 28th as we continue Nimbus's whirlwind tour of the world, talking to every single NPC the party has ever interacted with except for Aranari.
It's not every single NPC, but it's most of them. Also, feel free to DM me with NPC requests if you're missing someone.
I will say now,
Me, hunt down Aranari.
Drevrin is unavailable.
Oh, interesting.
That tracks.
Drevrin's doing something with Aranari.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Well,
What are
I'm
they
gonna
doing,
send him
William
ascending
Banner?
anyway because his
Hmm.
entire body of people were found alive, and
Well,
he's just fucked off. And
adjacent to Arinari. They're in the same spot. They're working in a similar place.
Are they eating Mother's Circus cookies?
No. But Cooper is now. So thank you all so much for coming to tonight's episode of the League of Amazing Adventurers. Next week, Christmas special. Week after that, the time skip will hopefully finish and we'll start the Lightfall campaign. How will our characters kill a god? Also known as Abby's ex. Well, join us and find out. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye!
bye, guys.
Bye.